What's up, everybody? Welcome to the best 120 minutes of your day. The Chop Shop, the nation's #1 urban sports talk show, and also your midday sports happy hour. Yours truly, Robert Hatter, alongside Jim Hicks, coming to you live from Houston, Texas. But we're broadcasting all over the world via Facebook Live and YouTube Live. And today, what's the day? Is the day? The day is not that day, is it? Is the day Women Rock Wednesday? Ladies and gentlemen, wait a minute. It slipped up on me. Day is Women Rock Wednesday. Wow, my favorite day. Let me see. Wait a minute. I got stuff all over the place. Hold on. Trying to get to my email. Hold on. Let me see. Let me share the show. Everybody right now, share the show. It's Women Rock Wednesday. We finna get plugged in right now. Give me a chance. Let me share the show to my groups. I'm seeing y'all all over the place. Let me see. I got that one. Where got that? Let me share to my groups. I'm gonna share to my Twitter page. I have to do this manually. You can't do this until the show go live, and so I'm doing that right now as we speak. I see some guys up there. Guys, you know I can't speak to you till the women come in. I got to get the girl. The girl's been a little tardy for the party lately. You know, I don't know what they're doing. You know, I show miss having Mindy, uh, Mindy and Sonya. I miss them. You know, because they used to be the first people on the show. But we're gonna wait on them. We're gonna wait on them. You know, I miss him. I miss Sonya. I miss. Let me see the who else? What y'all? Let's go through all the women. Let's call their names. Give me some more names. Give me some more names. We used to have all. B. Scott used to be on here. She came on here for 4 years. Her son graduated. She ain't thinking about us no more. Yeah, yeah. We ain't forgot. We ain't forgot. Let's see. Who you know, give me see the problem is they're not as prominent as they used to be on Women Rock Wednesday. They used to come on here and wreak havoc, fellas. And I'm gonna give them a chance. So share the show, talk, text, tag, tell your friends. Find some women. You know I'm not gonna go no further, fellas. I can't even talk to y'all. I see you guys on there, guys. Have y'all shared the show yet? I see your name. So one of y'all said the best 120 minutes of your day, and I know it. And I know it. It's gonna be a better. It's gonna be a better. Oh, I got so much stuff today, but I need my women to get in there. I need my women to get in there, man. Guess what? I can't even get none. So I'm trying to think of some women's name that Rosie. I know Rosie busy today. She ain't gonna be able to get in. She's a busy. Who else? What's my lady? We got my people in Hawkins and in Atlanta. Who else we got? Tina in Atlanta used to be there on the show. Miss Fordham where the girls at? What y'all done told y'all girls? Don't come on the show no more. I can't continue the show. Well, I'm just gonna sit in here just shoot. Let me look at my maybe I need to text some people. I text my sister. I bet she come on. Uh, man, hold up. John Wall gonna be on in the NBA Prime family. Okay, he gonna be an analyst. I know. That's why he went on retired. Okay, I see you fellas. I can't say nothing to you. Got to have a woman. Let me see if a woman on there is just sneaking in the background. Hold on. Let me see. Let me just see. You know, because sometimes they come in there and sneak in the background. Man, I want to say something to you fellas. I can't. It's Women Rock Wednesday. Fellas, what should I do? Just go and start the show. Uh, Just go and start the show. So, that what you saying, fellas? Can't be waiting on them. Y'all let me know, fellas. Y'all let me know today. Let me know. Should I just start without him? Y'all talk to me. Should I just start without him? Are y'all scared? I found out some stuff yesterday. A lot of people just watch. A lot of people don't want to be. They they watch the show. They support the show, but a lot of people don't want to comment because at this time because their son or somebody's playing and they're still playing and they don't want the backlash. And I understand that. Protect your what up, protect yourself. Because these people out here crazy. Uh, I'm just sitting there waiting. I see all you guys on there. I just ain't seen a woman pop up. I just seen all my fellas up there. That Brandon Weefall said start without him. See that? I know it. I knew he was gonna say something. What your other fellas say? Y'all talk to me. It's got to be a consensus. It's got to be a consensus. I got some unique stuff to share with y'all too, man. And I just want a woman to be here. Man. Oh boy. Let me text my sister. She'll come on. Watch this. Boy, man, I had to text his sister. Y'all ought to be ashamed of yourself. Watch this. Josephine ain't been on. I ain't seen her. Can't start without him. I can't start. Enough of y'all ain't said nothing about it. I can't speak to y'all. Terrence Lockett said, go ahead. Terrence, I just don't feel right, man. It's their day. It's their day. I can't do them. They might be doing something. They might be busy right now. Let me see. Y'all, y'all don't like this. Nope. Not one on that feed. I'm going to all the feeds and make sure. Where the women? Where y'all at? I just texted my sister. She should come on soon. They coming, had to go ahead and kick it off. They coming? All right. Okay. Well, we ain't gonna call it Women Rock Wednesday no more. Hey. He said, man, let's roll. Hey, you know what? We're gonna have to change the name of it. We ain't gonna have Women Rock Wednesday no more. We're gonna have to change the name. Y'all find me another name. Okay, he said we can show them some love as we go. Okay, all right. All right, okay. I hear y'all talking. All right, here we go. First of all, I want to not necessarily apologize, but I want to I should have consulted with TSU Elite Camp. I should have consulted with them before I put out the call to y'all because they got a big response. They didn't know I was putting it out the call. I didn't talk to them. I didn't know they had super limited availability for this Elite Camp. One but 50 people, and that was just it. Couldn't squeeze in no more. Then he got a big rush because I had to tell them today, but I had two people, I'm gonna email them today, who I told that I could get them in the camp. I thought I could because I thought it was just a normal camp. This camp was okayed to the coaching staff at a late moment, and it was okay. So they did a song. They didn't even contact me. They had 50 spots. Y'all got to remember from now on, you can't wait around. Cause I've been talking about this thing for about almost a month, right? I've been talking about at least 3 to 4 weeks. Yeah, about a month. And you wait till the last minute, you can't get in. And some people probably didn't know about it. Some people who just found out about it, who was at the at the Ruck on the Wood. Them two. I'm sorry, but guess what? I'm gonna keep up with y'all, and I'm gonna make sure y'all get into some other situations. That I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna look out for y'all. The two people that email me, y'all know who y'all are. I'm gonna keep in contact with you. And the next time, y'all do me a favor. If you email me, give me a full count of who your son is and how I can contact you back. Cause I probably didn't get your email. I see, unlike I got several different emails and I don't look at all of them every day. So it was a unique one. But it was just two people call, and I'm gonna look out for y'all. I'm gonna make sure. But that camp, that elite camp, is closed. So it ain't gonna be but 50, might be 50 or the 60 guys in that particular camp getting that act. Y'all, we got to stop procrastinating. I've been telling y'all about the TSU basketball. I mean, the TSU a homecoming, the single game. We always waiting until the last minute. I'm gonna put it back up on the screen again for you. Single game tickets for the TSU of the Prairie View, the Labor Day Classic. I don't like this thing. Uh, uh, um, the Labor Day Classic. And so I want to make sure y'all, you know, from now on, let's turn over new leaf, because they always think we are always the last minute people. Let's let's change that paradigm. We late for the show. I'm always on time for the show. Let's change that paradigm. No, I'm not gonna get no Chop Shop Elite Camp. That's not my expert. That's not me. Um, but I want y'all to. I got y'all. I want y'all to be on the lookout. I'm gonna announce something that it's gonna be a. It's gonna be a camp. It's gonna be like a clinic, right? But I'm gonna be the speaker at the clinic. They're getting the particulars. It's gonna be soon. It's for high school student athletes. And I don't have all the information of it, but I'm gonna be there talking to the parents. Robert gonna have a curricula to talk to the parent. And parent, you come to this particular camp, you gonna get information that I don't share on this show. You got to show up to this camp to be able to, and it's coming up soon. So I'm just telling you, once it's full, it's gonna be over. Okay, so don't be Robert. No, soon as I'll figure it out. I got this. A high school situation. It has never been one like this. That I'm coming and to speak directly to the parents and the kids and help them with their transition from summer basketball to high school basketball, and putting you in a position to know what to do, how to with your academic stuff and everything. I've never did this before, but somebody called me one day and said, "Man, is it possible for you to take out your time?" And remember, I told you I don't want to be a generational thief, so I want to impart this information and to the next generation. And I ain't gonna tell you no lie. I don't know. I got so much information. I don't know how long it's gonna be, because I know I can't give it to them too long. Can't be in there too long. But I'm gonna figure out. I'm gonna hit you hard. I'm gonna hit you. Parents. Parents. We're gonna have a fireside chat. Okay, we're gonna have a fireside chat because I think this community, basketball community, could be a whole lot better and less cluttered and less messy and less. And parents, it's gonna start with you. Okay, so that's coming up. So when I announce it, please go and enroll and register very quickly because it's going to close like the TSU camp. And I hate that because I thought I didn't know the particulars of the camp because I haven't talked to, I wasn't going back and forth with the TSU staff, and it was just going to be small and intimate. It's going to be something you're going to, I mean, the young kids who going to have a chance to go to this camp, man, their future is gonna be bright. So I just wanted to let you know that, and I'm gonna call back. I'm gonna email those people back. So what else we got? What else we got? Okay, now my sister here. I'm good. My sister. So I got a woman on the show right now. But y'all, I'm going through stuff. Thank you again, Chad, for the things you do. Chad Growth out there in Phoenix, Arizona. Guy I met 25 years ago, and now he's coming to Houston, talking about our kids. He did a big thing about Isaiah Wright, the young kid that I thought was outstanding at the Ruck on the Wood this weekend. I got you, Eric. I got you, baby. It's So what we're gonna do? You know what? I was thinking about something. I don't usually start this show out like this, but I saw this, right? Y'all, if anybody know anything about this show, Stephen Curry is my dude. Is my dude, right? He my dude. But I ain't gonna go there first. I was gonna go there first, but I'm gonna go here first. I'm gonna go here this first. I'm gonna go here. But man, I'm coming back to Steph. Coming back to Steph. Because he's having his camps all over the world. Now he's in China, but he had his camps. But something unique happened in his camp that I want to share with y'all. So I friend of mine sent me something this morning. First of all, I had a great talk. A partner of mine talked to me last night, and he said, "Thank you, Robert." He said, "Watch this, y'all." He said, "Thank you. How you handle." Y'all share the show now because it's important because we got to learn this. Thank you how you handle the Dylan Gabriel situation. I said, "What you mean?" He said, "Robert, I watched this show. I ain't gonna even call these guys' name. I watched this play. They talking negative about the boy. They thought you or and Eric, Eric, Eric. I saw what you were saying. You said thank you. You said the same thing. Thank you, Robert." Eric Harrison said, "Thank you, Robert, for showing that whole video because we took what the young man said." And let me tell you something. And I ain't letting him completely off the hook, right? But I wanted to just give my view. I wanted to show the whole thing. Dylan Gabriel happened to be the quarterback for the Cleveland Browns with Shadur Sanders. They got this heated battle on social media. Who is the best? Who the best? How is Shadur lower? Yeah, all this kind of stuff, right? So the kid came on, and the lady asked him some questions. He asked, he asked and he answered the questions in the best way he could. But people took sound bites of what he was saying, talking about, "Well, I'm a competitor. There's entertainers in it, and there's competitors. I'm a competitor." And they thought he was. They say he was talking about Shadur Sanders, right? But when I played the whole tape and played my friend who called me said, "Robert, you took your time and explained what's going on. These other shows just going off and going off with no research, with no and what I told him, it took me a while to because the Dylan Gabriel stuff happened last Saturday. I just talked about it yesterday, or the day before. I just started talking about it yesterday. But I like to know the facts. Like somebody called me this morning, talking about the Uncle Nearest stuff. I said I don't know enough about the Uncle Nearest stuff. All I'm hearing is what people are saying. I want to go to see the actual court documents. I want to before I come on this show and get to telling y'all some stuff that that I done heard Shannon Sharp say, that I done heard Stephen A. Smith say, right? So what I did, I just I thought about it, right? R.H. Bartholomew, thought about the things that Gabriel, I saw people been talking about. And the reason I couldn't finish what I said yesterday, because Sonya came on and said, it's hard for me to cheer about sports with what's happening to our Texas legislators. And I said, babe, that's the job that they took. Y'all, and I keep trying to tell y'all better quit thinking these people, politicians, your you're talking to a political science major, a guy that they're not our friends. They're tools that we use to get what we want. We go out and vote. That's politician on politician crime up there. Don't be the things that they're doing to our Congress. If the Democrats quit being such wimps and fight back, they wouldn't have to run from that guy up there, the little dude in the chair up there in Austin. But I had to talk to her and got me off of this. But I'm gonna get right back to Dylan Gabriel. And I can't let him off the hook because a lot of this stuff is not adding up to me. Like I said, because of the conversations, I said when I was watching the video, I said, just maybe Dylan could have just said thank you. Now let me show you what I'm talking about. Let me give it to you. What I'm talking about.
Coming courtesy of our Aditi Kinkabwala.
Well, Dylan Gabriel, it's not quite as hot of a hot seat right over here with me, I'll tell you that. Your first NFL action.
I'm doing it with, so we try to do that. We're growing that.
I'm trying to get to it.
Just a short amount of time together, but we're trying to grow that as we go.
You gave us some fabulous wisdom.
Y'all got to hear this. She said, you gave us some fabulous insight. Watch this now.
Just a short amount of time together, but we're trying to grow that as we go.
You gave us some fabulous wisdom on how you tune out the noise.
You gave us some fabulous wisdom on how you tune out the noise. That's in another interview he had with them, right?
You don't let it infiltrate yourself.
And you don't let it infiltrate you, right?
Will you share that with everybody at home?
And she asked, would you share that with anybody? And all he had to do said, thank you. Thank you. That's all he had to do is say, thank you. But this what he said after.
Yeah, I think it's just part of it. There's entertainers and there's competitors.
There's entertainers and there's competitors. And everybody went off. That's all they played. She asked him about the wisdom. And all he should have said was, thank you. Because Shedeur was given the same opportunity at this game to talk about stuff. But guess what he just said? Shedeur said, man, I left a lot of plays out there. I got a lot of work to do. I'm still subpar. They would ask him about his dad. Then they asked him about his dad. And he said all the things that kept his name out of people's mouths. Gabriel, all he had to do was say, well, thank you. When I was listening to Gabriel, I became more disturbed that he even said it. I ain't mad at him, but I'm disturbed. Why couldn't he just say, I'm happy with this performance, but I'm never satisfied? Easy thing to do. Because they know it's a battle between them. And after all, his coach in college said similar to the same things when they played against Colorado. I think there was a lot of more ways to look at this thing. So that's what, when the guy told me that, he called me last night, and he said, Robert, I just like to look at the thing for what it is. Share the show, everybody. I really do. I like to look at the thing for what it is. But I want to share y'all, this Women Rock Wednesday, my sister's on there. I want to share y'all to a woman that rocks today. Thank you, Robert Young, for sending me this information. Um, but it was so unique. He sent me some information about a woman who I've talked about on this show before, but I didn't know this about her. Just the other day, let me see, y'all. Hold up. I'm trying to look for something because I saw it and I did. Sometimes you see stuff and um, hold up. Sometimes you see something and you didn't, and you don't save it. Let me try this. And watch this. And about this powerful woman. And some of y'all might know who she is. Let me see. They just gave. Oh wow! Ooh, wow! Huh? Huh? She got a book out. That's why she's on the press tour. See, I'm learning stuff right in real time, y'all. Hold up, man. But I'll tell you about this girl. But they were in Martha's Vineyards this weekend. They gave this big thing this weekend. Let me see. They gave this big thing this weekend. Oh, and Debbie Allen and all of them was there. It was an. I just didn't. I should have. I should have. But the reason I wanted to talk about it, I love talking about powerful Black women. And Cheryl McKissick, um, she's talking about exactly how her family and what her family has done for America. Moses McKissick, the first, her great grandfather. Cheryl is now the CEO of McKissick and McKissick Construction. The reason this popped to me this morning, because when Rob sent it to me, I said, Rob, a few years back, Don Peebles, the Black dude I was telling you about, the developer from DC, was trying to build the biggest residential structure in New York City, right? And what's so unique about it is going to be predominantly funded and built by people that look like us. Don Peoples, look him up. Forgot Affirmation Tower, something like that. Supposed to be the highest. I mean, but I remember, him and her are cool because they both in construction, right? In building. So he asked her, she said, well, I'll come along and be one of the constructors, construct. He said, no, babe. I ain't bringing you in just to be a constructor, be the construction company. I want you to be a partner and an owner. Y'all watch this. What is this man talking about with Floyd Mayweather? What is he talking about? Floyd Mayweather ain't got nothing to do with this conversation, man. Hold up. But Bartholomew, but that man talking about with Floyd Mayweather. What are you talking about putting it on my screen? You know what? I got to start learning how to ignore my screen. But it's right there in front of me. I got to ignore some comments sometimes because I'm talking about something that's amazing. Don Peoples getting ready to build the biggest skyscraper in New York City ever. And it's going to be predominantly financed and owned and constructed by people that look like us. He said, y'all watch this. See, I don't want you to miss this one. This man talking Floyd Mayweather. He ain't trying to help nobody. David, stand down. Stand down. This Women Rock Wednesday, And I'm talking about Cheryl McKissick. And you come bring up Floyd Mayweather. Let me keep going. Let me keep going. Let me keep going. David, I promise you, man, the stuff you say, I promise you remind me of a troll. Dude, I wonder what you be doing over there. I wonder what you be doing over there. You be over there like. Let me Google something. Let me look at social media and see what they tell me. Okay, let me get back to this. Don Peoples said, Cheryl McKissick, I'm not just bringing you in be a worker. I want you to be a part of this history. I'm not just bringing in you for you can help me work on this project. I want you to be part on. I want you to get some equity out of this. See, our problem is we don't think like that. So we have to bring up a Floyd Mayweather ain't even in the ballpark with these people. Homeboy. But back to Cheryl. She's the CEO of McKissick & McKissick. 5th generation ownership of this company. I know David over there Googling his ass off right now. 5th generation ownership. Date back 230 years in this country, starting with the first descendants of the family, Moses McKissick, the first one who came to this country in 1790 as an enslaved man who was taught the trade of making bricks. Remember I told y'all about the bricks. His son was Moses McKissick II. He was a master carpenter. He started out in North Carolina, but he was given as a gift to the Cheers family in Nashville, Tennessee, Springfield suburb. Hey, man. Y'all, I'm gonna let y'all just look at this, man. Go on, tell the story then, Dave. David, go on, tell the story. I'm gonna go get some water. Go tell the story for me, David. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Go on, tell it. Go on, tell the story, David. Go on, tell it, David. Talk to us, David. Houston, Texas. Go on, talk to us. Bartholomew, talk to us, David. Here I go. Talking about Cheryl McKissick. and our tree. Fifth generations. Moses McKissick, second generation. He was a master carpenter. He started out in North Carolina, but he was given as a gift to the Cheers family in Nashville, Tennessee. Y'all, this man was given as a gift. A gift. Did y'all understand what that meant? And that's when the McKissicks moved from North Carolina to Tennessee. He had 7 girls and 7 boys after that. And his first name was Moses McKissick III, and his brother Calvin. And they became the first Black licensed architects in America. I'm sure David knew that. Floyd Mayweather probably fought with him. He was an architect too. They traveled all through the North, East, and the South. No. Eric, you didn't hear me. No. They gave as a slave, he was a slave, they gave him as a gift to another family. I know y'all wasn't listening. They gave him as a gift. They gave a human being as a gift to the. I know y'all wasn't listening. That man said amazing opportunity. That wasn't no damn amazing opportunity. He started off in North Carolina. I'm glad. I'm good. That's why I like y'all talk to me, because y'all were not listening. He started out in North Carolina. Yo, he was a slave. They were enslaved. I said that people were enslaved. Yo, his granddaddy started off in 1790s. Y'all got 1790s. And his son was a master carpenter. He started out in North Carolina, but he was given as a gift. They said, Willie Sullivan, you's a good little old carpenter. I'm finna give you to my other white folks up here in Tennessee. I was gonna give you to them. I hope y'all understand what I'm talking about now. Let me keep going. Y'all got it now. Everybody got it now. Hey, everybody got it. So I can keep on going. The man had 7 girls and 7 boys. His first son was named Moses McKissick III. And he had a brother named Calvin. And those 2 brothers became the first licensed Black architects in America. You got me? They traveled all through the North, East, and the South. These 2 brothers, they built over 6,000 churches and built this. Hey, this women rock women's. This is Black history. This woman's history. I'm talking about Cheryl McKissick. Google her and her sister. They built 13 to 14 historical Black colleges. And I didn't know this. All of the buildings at Fisk University, I'm from Memphis, were pretty much designed by Calvin and Moses McKissick. I didn't know that. I'm today's years old. Meharry Hospital, Tennessee State University that my brothers and sisters went to, Tuskegee University. These guys designed. He worked all the way through the South. They got an opportunity to go to Haiti to do work with Papa Doc. And then over to Africa. These men were innovative. The company was passed to down to Cheryl McKissick's father, the lady we're honoring today, William DeBerry McKissick. So that's 4 generations in right there. Then the company was passed down to her mother when her dad got sick. Dad died, who was a fearless leader all by herself. And then eventually Cheryl took over as a 5th generation. Cheryl McKissick. She, my woman that rocks the day. And when I looked it up, now I see why he sent me this. Because somebody just sent me some stuff. Let me see, is this new? Yo, this lady, okay, this was happening. The riveting story of the McKissick family, the founders of the leading Black design and construction firm in the United States, from its beginning in the mid 1800s to its striving status today, in a moving celebration of resilience. The Black family who built America. That's a book. I can't wait. I wish I wasn't on the show. I ordered a book right now. The Black family who built America. She's on a press junket now. That's why that now I see why. But man, I can't wait to get this book. I can't wait. Somebody just said, starting your morning with a nice hot beverage and this book from best-selling author Cheryl McKissick. Wow. Wow. That's amazing. That's amazing. That's amazing. Y'all, I can't, y'all, I can't, it's amazing. I was just, she gave the McKissicks gave a big thing in Martha's Vineyards the other day. And all the people were there. And I was saying, man, that would have been nice to be at, because I know about her. But it's she my woman that rocks the way of the day. And I had to share that with y'all. I had to share that with y'all. Okay, where I'm at. Okay, I got a few more minutes. He said they tried everything they could possibly think of, but they still can't stop our greatness. You're right. You're right. That is Moody. You're right. That's when I tell y'all about a young lady like this. She gonna be famous. She gonna be all, y'all ain't gonna be able to get a hold of her soon. This lady, Carla Gigliardo, I told you, they call her the Michael Jordan of the health and beauty industry. She had legal doc, health and beauty, spa. She's 832-446-3206. Let me tell y'all, call her. Call her. Let me tell you a little bit about her. Then I'm gonna get back to your comments. This man over there Googling. Man, don't be Googling nothing and come on here talking to us. Y'all go talk about it. Go. Y'all go Google. Y'all go and study her later. I'm just giving you breadcrumbs so you can come see her. But she's a FPN, FNP aesthetic injector for this company in Sweetwater, Sweetwater Boulevard in Sugar Land, Texas. She got so much stuff that she doing for people, man. Let me go down. You got hair restoration. Let me see, laser hair removal, fat dissolvers. If you got a double chin, jawline contour, just weight loss, IV therapy. You get B12 shots. Help your skin texture tones and all kind of stuff. Call Carla if you got these problems. You want to look better and without surgery. She ain't no plastic surgeon, but she gonna do some natural stuff to help you look better and get to her. She got so many variety of things that she offer. But call her and say, Robert had her call me. Tell me what you got going on over there. Okay, all right. Carla Gigliardo, Y'all need to go. I keep trying to tell y'all. Told y'all about the camp for TSU. Go to the camp. Sign up for the camp. Guess what? It's closed now. And ain't nothing you can do about it. I can't, because they got a certain number, because they weren't prepared. They just wanted to do a little something. And this particular, but those two guys, those two young men who who email me, I am going to reach out. We're going to have something special for y'all. But let me keep going. He said, they can't erase our history. We just have to be educated. Absolutely, buddy. Yeah. But let me tell y'all something. I was thinking about and then Trey Phillips and his crew. I done told y'all girls, the men's camp done closed on you. I told you about bragging rights. I've been talking about this for a month. Girls, 2025, 2027. It's an individual showcase. College coaches going to be in the building. Media going to be in the building. Register at HoustonDreamElite.com. Saturday. That's this Saturday. August the 23rd. That's coming up. August the 23rd. We always waiting till the last minute. This gonna be closed too. So get your look, especially you 2025s. School is in. If you was a hooper and you don't have a scholarship and you hoop and you was a senior and you hoop, a one girl, she need to get over to this camp immediately. Because those coaches are ready if you're good enough, to sign you immediately and send you right on to what you got to be ready to go. You can't be well, I got to think about it. They ready to go. But these are the kind of things that be offered on this Chop Shop. Johnny Jones, I gave y'all that information. He said they had influx of people after I just came, and they got to close it. They had to close it. They said it was 50, and then people kept calling, so they had 60 was a complete minimum, okay, because they don't have room, right? And when you're doing elite camps, you got to have room, because they want to see some things. So shout out to Trey Phillips and his crew. Man, thank you so much for offering this stuff to our community. Young ladies, y'all take advantage of this, okay? Because these things close. The TSU one is closed. Now this one's gonna be closed soon, okay? Let's get over there and get it. And don't forget, I told you earlier about the tickets to the what's the name of the Labor Day Classic. Make sure you get your tickets there. Let me see if I got anything else for y'all. Let me make sure I ain't got nothing else for y'all. Oh, yes, I do. Yes, I do have something for y'all. Look at here. 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 The Moses Malone Celebrity Golf Classic at the Sienna Golf Club. Oh, that's nice. On September the 11th. I think it's on the 12th. The golf tournament's on the 12th, but they're gonna have a little thing the night before, a meet and greet thing the night before. All you got to do is go to that QR code. Let me do it for you. Let me do it with you. Let me do it with you, because I haven't did that yet. I like these QR codes. Okay, and then it'll take you straight to the website. Take you straight to the website. Come on, y'all. Let's come out there. I told y'all when when it closes, it's just gonna close. But come out and support this thing, this event, Moses Malone Celebrity Weekend. Let me see if they saying anything about it. It's just so much stuff going on, man. Wow. Shout out to that team that out there. I've been watching them. They've been doing it. It's on a Friday, September, 9 a.m. in the morning, the tea time. They're going to have a mixer. Here, each golfer receive a ticket to our meet and greet mixture. The mixture is on at the Bees Wine Bar at 5 p.m. Okay. I'm getting all this at Sienna Golf Club. Let's make that happen. Let's make that happen, y'all. I can't wait. I'm excited. Let me tell you something. Who was that? Eric, Daddy's Moody. I need you to register somebody. Just register, and just say, look, you buying a spot for somebody, I need all my people, man, to support this golf tournament. Proceeds to go to help kids go to college and all that kind of stuff. It's the Moses Malone play. He did so much for this community. So guess what? Let's make sure we make this happen. Okay? Y'all got it? Everybody got it? Okay, see you later. All right. I'm gonna talk about this again tomorrow. I'm gonna talk about this until I'm gonna talk about it until y'all got. See, we got to quit being so late to the party. We got to start when people say, "Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go." Let's register. Be the first one to register. Well, I just want to see if everybody else gonna do. No, be the first one to register. First one to register. Let's go. I think that's it. I think that's it. I saw some. Oh, back to Stephen Curry. I got to talk about this. Stephen Curry, the coach. Oh, somebody just told me send him that. See, that's all. That's all I had to do, Leah. The power of this medium. Somebody said, make sure I send him that. I'm finna send it to you right now, Doc. Let's see. You know what? I'm gonna go to that website I just came from and send you the whole thing. Watch this. Boy, I love this show. I love my guys on this show, man. Y'all amazing. Y'all amazing. I'm serious. Y'all amazing. Y'all amazing. Y'all just don't share the show enough. If y'all shared the show like everything else y'all do, I wish David shared the show like he go in Google and try to get information. Share the show a little bit, David. And but I was thinking about something because everybody knows my affinity. I've been following this young man since he was a very, very young man. A partner of mine lived in Charlotte, still lives there, and he got a chance to see the kid at work. He used to send me how Stephen used to work out, and I used to do the same workouts with my son. Hey, hey, if you want to be the best, you got to learn from the best. So, but the coach, his Bob McKillop is his coach, and watch what he does at this camp. Watch this. This unique. This don't be. It's kind of weird. Watch this. Watch this.
When you put that jersey on, when you have that SC on, when you have that name Curry on, his fingerprints are on you. Make sure you value that. Everyone talks about his three-point shooting. Yeah, he shot 40% from three this year. But he made 59% of his layups. 59% of his layups. 93% of his foul shots. And this year, he led the NBA in screens off the ball. 1,086 screens off the ball. That's 1,080 more than I saw this morning from all of you. So his fingerprints are on you, and you are representing him. When you put that jersey on, when you have that SC.
Did y'all see that? I thought that was profound. This year, he led the NBA in screens off the ball. 1,086 screens off the ball. I know if you don't know anything about if you know anything about basketball, if I get a chance to go to this Ruck on the Wood this weekend, I'm gonna be looking for that. I'm gonna be looking for people who come from screens off the ball, not pick and roll screen, pin downs, zooms. I want to see people who screen away from the ball. My favorite saying is the other side of the floor. What's happening on the other side of the floor? What do you mean, Robert? The basketball is over here. What's happened on the other side of the floor? Because they want to fool you. This is where the action coming from. So everybody's looking over here at the ball, and ain't nobody guarding the other side of the floor. I had to show that to y'all, especially in this season. Our kids leaving the summer basketball teams. Now they're going to the high school basketball team. Now they're in athletic periods. Screens away from the ball. Then I'm watching this interview last night, y'all. Y'all got to help me with this one. Aaron Glenn, young man from Houston. Matter of fact, my co-coach, when we was coaching both of our sons for the Jaguars, we went to the Nationals every year. I was the head coach. He was the assistant coach. You remember I told y'all the story. We went to Southwest Missouri. I forgot the name of the city. And we went to the city, right? That's where the Nationals was when our kids were young. And so we went to play golf. We had our golf clubs with us. We went, got a cab because we drove down on everybody drove down on a luxury bus. We went to the golf course, right? So the driver pulled up and had me and Aaron was in the back, and the man said, "What the man?" He said, "Well, I'm just dropping these guys off." He said, "Dropping them off to do what?" He said, "To play golf." You sure? Here? This the guy at the guest. This the guy at the desk. I mean, like not the desk, at the security booth. Hey man, Aaron Glenn, Robert Hatter, we got a tea time here. He had to call the front desk. But then I found out later. I ain't gonna lie, y'all, I didn't want to play on this golf course, but I was looking, y'all, Springfield, there we go. Springfield, Missouri. Thank you. Springfield, Missouri. I never forget it, y'all. We was the only black people that play on that course. The man was kind of right. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling y'all, when I hit the ball close to somebody's yard, I ain't go nowhere near it. Hold up, somebody. Hold up. Rob, my dude Herschel knows you watch the show, and this is what he sent her. Oh, okay. Okay. Somebody knows Cheryl McKissick, and I guess they calling her saying that I'm talking about on the show. Okay. I got you. Hey, I'm serious, y'all. Y'all don't understand. Now this is it was a while back, but it was recent history. And that's where Payne Stewart is from. One of my favorite golfers. He from there. That man said, to do what? I'm gonna let y'all. So Aaron Glenn, he's the head coach right now, the New York Jets, right? That man said, I went to JUCO not far from there. I know exactly what you mean. Dude, I really wanted to stay in that cab and keep on going. But I said, man, I am, but I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I think I had a good day that day playing golf. But because I kept wanting to hit it straight, I said, I ain't going to nobody's yard. I didn't bring no artillery at all with me then. So, but back to Aaron Glenn. We should show you how to press do head coaches. Aaron Glenn was asking about running the football a lot in a passing league. And if he has concern about being able to throw downfield. They asked this young man that's a friend of mine, that's from Houston, that's a head coach. You are a reporter. Your ass probably ain't never coached, ain't never made a layup, ain't never ran a 40, ain't never did nothing. But you gonna ask this man about running the ball a lot in a passing league, and if he has concerns about being able to throw downfield. You know what AG said? Aaron Glenn. Who says it's a passing league? The reporter came back, ladies and gentlemen, and said, isn't it a passing league? Isn't this is kind of a passing league? AG came back and said, the team that won the Super Bowl, what were they in passing? 29th, ain't but 32 teams. What were they in running the football? First, they was 29th and third. The team that won the Super Bowl last year, the Philadelphia Eagles, was 29th in passing and first in running. Reporter come back and said the defense too, obviously, but he said, but we're talking about offense. These are questions that they ask us. Classic by AG. But Myles Garrett, the guy who I told you had, eight traffic violations going 100 miles an hour. He flipped his Porsche about 4 or 5 times. I still don't see how him and that girl got out of that Porsche. But it's a little dark, but I want y'all to hear what this reporter is asking him.
What is it like to be in that car and seeing that speedometer creep up toward 100, like 1 mile per hour?
If y'all didn't hear that, he said, what is it like seeing that speedometer go up to 100 miles an hour on the dash? This football player, you ain't asking no football question, but I'm going to let y'all hear it again.
What is it like to be in that car and seeing that speedometer creep up toward 100, like 1 mile per hour?
I'd honestly rather talk about football on this team than anything I'm doing off field, other than the back to school, event that I did the other day.
But still, I mean, people want to know about that.
People want to know a lot of things.
Did y'all hear that? Kevin Freeman. I think that's California Country Club in the background. Thing. But these are the questions that Shador, AG, these reporters, y'all, that's why I don't consider myself part of the media. Dude said people want to know everything. People want to know everything. Michael Jordan, Tom Izzo, y'all, and I don't know when but it's soon. It's going to be a camp. It's going to be a basketball clinic camp, something, a camp similar. But your parents got to attend. Your parents got to attend this camp too. And I'm going to speak to the parents. Me and the parents going to have a fireside chat. And I got so many things that I got to condense. I got so much information about being a high school athlete, being a parent of a high school athlete. That's enough right there. Being a parent of a student athlete, being a parent of a student. Because parents, all our kids ain't gonna go to Power 5. All our kids. And I'm gonna give you some stuff that I've never shared and will never share on this show. You're gonna have to come to this event to get it. And I ain't gonna let nobody tape it. We're gonna do like when you go to the what's the boy name? What's that show I went to? You can leave the door open. Bruno Mars. Check your phones at the door. Check your phones and your ego at the door. I got to do it. I got to do it. I just had, guess what? I threw out a call to the whole Houston and said, man, what we gonna do? One coach called me. I said, man, whatever you got, whatever you doing, I'm gonna come and speak to the parents. And we ain't talk to the kids. I believe the basketball to y'all, but it's something. I've been through the same thing that parents has been through. Hating on my son, don't like my son because of me, don't like that. I've been through all of this. Ain't nothing y'all haven't been through. And I didn't have no big man. I had a little bitty one. People said things about the kid that they don't even know that I know. And they skin and grin in my face still to this day. And I just don't let them know. I don't let them know. Because what? What he say about him ain't stopped him from getting what he got. That's what I want. That's part of the thing I want y'all quit worrying about. He got my son right. My son has never in his life came to me and talked about where he ranked. Oh, I'm sorry. But where he ranked academically in his class. Yes, he did. Yeah, I'm sorry. He did. He wanted to be ranked number 1 in his class, academically. But all of this basketball stuff, see, them numbers don't lie. See, the ranking, them people in them rankings, they can lie. Because who they like, who mama's the prettiest, who my friend, on the right side of politics. Parents, I just, I know what you're going through. All I know is soon. It's going to be on a Saturday. As of right now, the Saturday after, Labor Day. Let me text my man right now. Hold up, y'all. And I ain't gonna do a whole lot of talking about it. Because we already got a built-in system where a whole lot of parents already coming already. So I ain't putting no plea out to y'all. But it's gonna be some stuff. Oh. Wait a minute. I'm just texting the coach. I'm telling you, man, I can't wait. Cause it's stuff that I did, y'all, it's stuff that 120, this me being, I want to see you in your face. I want to see you. I want to be able to see you. I want to be able to look you right in your eyes when we talk. I want to be able to really, this for you. See, everybody, man, I know if I got a healthy and informed parent at home, we're going to have a better student and a better athlete. Our problem. That's why I shouted out them 9th grade parents the other day. I came in there to see what y'all was doing. Y'all think y'all was watching the game. I was watching y'all. Who zooming who? Kevin Freeman. I videoed him. They thought I was taking their pictures. I'm sitting there saying, because if I can catch you in the 9th, in the 6th grade, oh my God. By the time you get to the 9th grade, y'all would understand. Y'all will be able to make informed decisions about your kids. That's all this is. Got decisions. Some of y'all going to play on, y'all, listen, I would have never in my life thought I'd be doing this. But it's a need, man. And I don't want to be a generational thief. I want to get this stuff all inside of me that I ain't been able to give y'all, that I got written down. Oh, it's going, the parents going to be like, and then some of them ain't going to get it. Everybody ain't going to get it. Y'all got to realize now. Y'all, listen. I'm a smart man. Jesus was the greatest thing ever, and he couldn't keep 12 loyal. Boy. Y'all gonna get that one on the way. If y'all don't, go find it. Go Google it. Go do like David, go Google it. He couldn't keep 12. But I was looking at something. I was watching Tom Izzo. He was speaking to 200 or so coaches at a clinic. Tom Izzo, the coach at basketball coach at Michigan State. And he said, there is a football saying that when the going gets tough, the tough gets going. He said there's a new saying out now with the NIL and the transfer. When the going gets tough, get the hell out of Dodge. I'll wait. I'll wait. I'll wait. I'll wait. Should I repeat it again? Somebody. Oh man. Hey man, a friend of mine got this beautiful outdoor man cave. Oh my God, it's outdoors. It got all this everything on it. Man, he got the Chop Shop out playing outdoors in his man cave. Joe Lewis, you got that? See, Joe Lewis, the only one got it. Joe Lewis, thank you. Joe Lewis. Man, I hate to give all y'all this good stuff and y'all don't come back and just say, oh, Robert, I ain't think about it like that, Robert. It's a new saying. When the going get tough, get the hell out of Dodge. They be bragging. They can't even let the season get over with. I'm going somewhere else already. They still on this team. Who does that? But I got to address some. It's Women Rock Wednesday. I don't see enough women, but on here. But y'all tell these women this, okay? 'Cause I don't know where they at today. The reason I'm gonna speak to these parents at this camp, it's just so many reasons. Because we got to have standards. And I was thinking about, I saw this the other day, and he was talking about, when did we lose all of our etiquette and standards in our culture? When did we lose it? Y'all talk to me. Don't be scared. It's Women Rock Wednesday. Y'all know this is a safe space. All I'm gonna do is talk stuff a little bit, and then I'm gonna be on your side anyway. People just don't give a damn anymore. Ray Moore. My man Ray Moore. Memphis, Tennessee in the building. Man, I don't know what's going on. Facebook is just going crazy. It's just cutting us off. Facebook is just doing, that's why I can't stand them. There's no way I could, I'm gonna just finish it. But I kind of want to end this show right now and bring up another feed, because they took me off. I can't stand Facebook. Some error they got. Can't about no error. Watch this. Got an error. Let me see. It's got an error. It's an error and just took Facebook. The Facebook people gone. Thank God for YouTube. But I'm gonna finish this thing on YouTube. They just gonna have to go to YouTube and watch. Let me just tell people on Facebook to go to YouTube. Can't stand them. Y'all just give me a second. Chop Shop Htx on YouTube. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it just stopped. It gave me some, it's an error. And then the first it came from the Robert Hatter. It's an error. It's an error. Piece of shit. I don't even want to give him the satisfaction of going back on. But I want to, yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that. They just can just stop your stuff. It's an error. I mean, they don't do it much, but I don't like it. Like, look, that's my grandson's favorite thing. I don't like it. Y'all got the video. I don't like it. That's his favorite thing to say. I don't like it. Hold up, let me do it on my YouTube too. I mean my Facebook too. Just tell them to go over to YouTube. I don't worry about it. I got enough people here right now. Damn Moody. Boy, this is powerful. I'm gonna say it again tomorrow. Hey, Bartholomew, I know every time I get the things that can change people's life and change stuff, man, it happens. That's why we got to, that's why we have to. Oh, Women Rock wins, always happen. But I saw something. I got to talk to y'all about it. Got to talk to y'all about this. Got to talk to got to talk to my people. Love y'all. But I saw something. And I'm about to share. I'm going to believe you me. You know I'm going to share it with you now. I'm just trying to get to it. I'm just trying to get to it. I'm going to post on because somebody said put it on my page too. So I just do it. I just do what people tell me to do. But when did we lose all our etiquette and the standards in our culture? People just don't give a damn anymore. And it shows in everything that we do. No class, no etiquette, no standard to our culture. You can't even go to brunch without people twerking everywhere. All over the place. She said, do people believe in building stamina, courage, focus on our God-given purpose, pushing through, putting in the work? No, Miss Nash, Leah, no. Think about this, Leah. Leah, I'm glad you're here. Do y'all know who sets the standard for class, and etiquette, and everything in our culture? Do you know who does that? It's women. Yes, it's women. When women don't care anymore, nobody else cares anymore. Women, you set the standard. They were talking about this story out of Miami, Linda. They was talking about this story out of Miami. This girl tried to get on an airplane and her shorts were too short. Watch this. Hold on. Let me see. Can I find it? Please let me find it. Watch this.
And these is just regular shorts. This is how I walk through the airport. This is how I walk through the airport with these shorts on. With my robe. This is exactly how I have my clothes.
Your boarding pass, please.
As Tanasia Grayer approached the Spirit ticket counter, tensions quickly grew. She was just told she wouldn't be allowed on her flight back to Chicago.
I'm right here. You need to get out my face. You don't have to address me like that. You can say whatever you need to say from right there. You don't have to get in my face.
You don't get to tell me what to do.
And you don't get to tell me what to do.
Grayer says it all started over this outfit she wore to the airport. She says she wore similar shorts while traveling on a plane to Miami on Sunday.
We were getting ready to board the plane, and the lady at the front desk, she stopped me and said, "You're not getting on a plane like that." So I looked at her and I said, "Like what?" She said, "With those shorts." I said, "Everybody here has on shorts. What's the problem with my shorts?" And I've been in this airport for 40 minutes with my shorts and my robe on, and nobody addressed me about my attire. I'm confused. This is crazy.
That voice in the background is Grayer's sister, Jessica Kordelewski. So first, Tanasia says she can't get on her Spirit flight because of her outfit, and then, to make matters worse, she says her sister is arrested for disorderly conduct.
They treated me like a real criminal.
Back in the 1950s and 60s, air travel was a more luxurious and glamorous experience. Passengers dressed in their finest attire. But today, most people in the airport sport more comfortable clothing. We showed other flyers Grayer's outfit and told them she wasn't allowed on her Spirit flight.
Honestly, I don't think that's fair. I feel like every girl, no matter what they're wearing, should be able to express themselves.
Honestly, it's not even bad. The fact that she got kicked off the flight for that is pretty crazy.
As for the sisters, they say they caught another flight back to Chicago Thursday night.
I'm going home. Getting on the flight and going home.
Did you get
Done with Miami. We ain't never coming here again. Miami.
And we reached out to Spirit for comment on the situation, and they provided us with this statement saying in part.
She said, "This is how I walk through the airport with those shorts on." You are in the airport, sweetie. My sister. She tried to validate it by saying she wore a robe at the airport. A bathrobe in the airport. It's just as bad as these women wearing these bonnets at the airport. I promise y'all, I promise y'all, I was at Chipotle. I was there. And I'm sitting in there. This little girl in front of me. The bonnet, sloppy. Man, I wanted to say, baby. Come on, man. Why you come out the house like that? It's inappropriate. I don't care what you say. Then they ask them two little young people. They don't know nobody either. Yes, you have a right to do it. I'm not talking about whether or not you have a right to do something. I'm talking about, is it right to do something? Big Coach, we lost our standards, y'all. We lost our standards. I don't even like it when people get upset when they can, you know how they be upset when somebody turn them away for dress code. Well, it's a dress code. Y'all, I never forget this place called Saint Germain over Eddie V's. I never forget it. I never forget it. It's two instances that I never forget. So I am. Oh, everybody that I want to see is inside that club. So I come up here. I got on some jeans and shoes, and look nice. My partner had the same pair of jeans on. You can come in, but he can't. No. If he can't come in, ain't none of us coming in. I don't care how many pretty girls in there. You feel me? I never forget it. Then I go to a friend of mine. I get off the plane, come to a friend of mine had a party at this place called Glorious downtown. I pull up, get in the car, come up in there. Nice dress, at the, nice little the dress sneakers, the actual dress sneakers, don't look like sneakers. Matter of fact, they were burgundy. Outfit. And this man with these $2 ass tennis shoes he had on, gonna try to tell me I don't fit the dress code. Didn't come in. I said, okay. I called the people inside and said, look, everybody was in the party, came outside trying to get me to come back in. I never came in. Everybody was standing out there on the parking lot for a while. So guess what? They missed people buying drinks and everything because everybody was out there drunk. I just said, I refuse. I said, I ain't mad at you. How you doing? Happy birthday. But guess what? I'm not going in. I'm not going in. Because it's a dress code. Either you dress the way they want you to do it, or you just go somewhere else. They don't let you in a restaurant because what you got on, got a crazy t-shirt on. Go somewhere else. Don't get mad at the restaurant. I didn't get mad. Guess I just never been back. I don't know what kind of standard they was trying to keep, but I guess they was trying to keep a standard, and I guess I wasn't it. The people was just telling me, and I don't know because I don't go out. They said the clubs are dying, the bars are dying because people don't give a dang anymore. When you don't care about yourself, it shows in everything you do. I had to share that with y'all. I was just thinking about that. And ladies and gentlemen, I got to go to you one more time. What we are witnessing. We're witnessing one of the craziest switch-ups we've ever seen. And the Brooklyn Nets must have some serious buyer's remorse. I hope Michael Jordan's still on here. Because he was one of them people. Talking about Michael Porter Jr. Michael Porter Jr. spent the first 6 years of his career in Denver being a low-key kid and keeps to himself type of guy. Hold up, Jimmy done came on. What up, Doc? Facebook just shut down at an error today. It just at an error, and I didn't want to redo the show. So everybody's on YouTube right now, but welcome to the show. But I wanted to say, I know we ain't got that many minutes left, no way. But Michael Porter Jr. Jimmy, have you been checking out what's been going on in this kid's life?
No, I didn't care much what was going on in this stuff. All I know is I know his brother got an episode. He battled injuries. Brother get caught up with the law.
Mm-hmm.
And then he comes on a podcast and basically roll his brother out in the middle of the street at a time when your brother need a hug from your brother. That's your fucking brother. You know your brother tendencies before the ball start bouncing. And so now you done went what they call in the streets, you done went Hollywood on your own kinfolk. And so that I stopped. I don't know nothing after that. I don't even care. I just know one thing. I know it's a torn family because.
But I can't care about the brother and don't care about him. I think something wrong with him.
Well, that's an understatement.
Yeah, but I'm just saying I can't care about what he did to the brother. If I care about what he did to the brother, I got to care about what made him do this to the brother. I got to figure this thing out. And what's happening is, Jimmy, we are witnessing, to me, one of the craziest switch-ups I've ever seen in sports because the Brooklyn Nets, Jimmy, might be having some serious buyer's remorse because Michael Porter Jr. spent his first 6 years of his career in Denver, being low-key to himself and kind of just low-key, which is exactly what I thought he was and everybody thought he was. But since this brother got traded to Brooklyn, Jimmy just got traded to Brooklyn, did it trigger something? He has been on a media run where you have no idea what's going to come out of his mouth.
What does Brooklyn does not, based on their performance, they do not have a winning culture. There's not a winning vibe. So I'm guessing that at some point in time when you've given it your all and you've confided to the system, you bought in, you've been in a winning program, had winning ways, and you probably was comfortable, may have even bought a home and whatnot instead of leasing. And you realize the first time, and many of those guys, you've been around them, have many people when they realize you in love with it, and then you hit you the business part of your workplace presents itself to you that it's a business when you thought it was loving, and you want, and at that point you probably can give some, man, you know what, man, F this. And that's maybe the result of what you're seeing, what you're describing from Michael Porter. Now, he was like a good soldier while he was at Denver, right? Might have been a good soldier, you know, all the way through. But now you get over here, all of a sudden now you gonna let your pants sag a little bit. You're gonna let them drop a little bit. Okay. Let them hang a little bit. Okay.
But first, he started out with his brother's struggles and with a gambling vice, and always, and then he talking about his vice is the form of women. I mean, we didn't know nothing about this, right? Then he goes on another part and he takes it even a step further with a quote. Watch this. If you can get your homies rich by telling them to bet 10,000 on my under in this game, and I'm going to act like I'm having an injury, and he's saying this on a podcast. The NBA, I know for a fact, the NBA done called him. And that didn't stop him, Jimmy. That didn't stop. This is why I said something wrong with it. Then he goes and to dive into a deep, talking about a deep dive, talking about the public school system. Then he quoted, if I send my kid to a public school, they might come back and say, Mom, I'm a cat. So he's really touching on controversial side, because that's those MAGA talking points. But I'm not done. Because he also say the best for last. And instead of explaining this, y'all, I got to show you the clip. Hold up. I got to show you the clip. Can I find that clip? Please let me. That's not it. I probably can't find it. Wait a minute. This might be it right here.
One thing I do, and then the other thing I do is like I need to see a little bit about their like beliefs. So I'll misogynist or anything, but I'll throw on some Andrew Tate and see how they react.
Yeah,
or I'll
like Andrew Tate from like 5 years ago.
Or I'll bring up like conversations and play like devil's advocate just to see how this girl like thinks about certain things. Because if they're too, I do like to test
you do it because you got to protect your time and energy.
Well,
that's
let
why.
me say
Because
this, like,
that's why I don't think it's a bad strategy where you have people slide in and see.
And then what's the? How do they?
Just in case y'all didn't know, just Google Andrew Tate, one of the rodnest, the satanic ass dudes in the world. And this man said he would play an Andrew Tate clips around women and see how they react. It seems to me, Jimmy, he waited to get out of Denver to unleash this alter ego. You really can't make this stuff up. The man had fooled us all. And I know you might not want to talk about him, but I happened to meet this one young man before. And man, fooled the hell out of me. Fooled the hell out of me. But what else going on out here, man? What you got? What you got out here in amateur sports realm?
Well, I mean, once again, I was looking online, and just want to remind you guys something. Of course, it's 40 minutes past the hour. You guys on the YouTube, we're streaming strictly on the YouTube platform today. In case you just tuned into the Chop Shop, you can still share this show to your other social media Twitter platform, your IG or whatever. You can do that at this time. The conversation, if you're a first time, feel free to chime in and let us know, especially you out of towners or females, because it's Women Rock Wednesday. And that's how we roll on the Chop Shop. I was looking. I want to remind you guys something. And as you continue to spin or to chase the dreams of your kids through youth sports, they say that youth sports has surpassed the video game in revenues.
I saw that.
Youth sports.
I got that article.
Which includes grassroots basketball. Youth sports has passed up the video game industry, which took the whole world. Well, it's been going on, but it went a whole different direction over the last 2 decades since the turn of the millennium, shortly afterwards. And I was looking, and of course, every other time, a couple of times a year, I remind you guys when it comes to basketball. I was looking at the ESPN 11th and 12th grade updated rankings.
I never look at that. Glad you did.
And I look because I always make note of how many from Texas.
Yeah.
And which it definitely is it definitely is down in both aspects, but the whole country is down for the most part. Don't get it twisted. In our 12th grade class, our highest ranked player, I will mean the state of Texas, highest ranked player is according to ESPN, which ESPN guys understand something. It is what it is. It ain't what it ain't. But one thing that appears to be pretty, pretty accurate is that it is indeed the measuring stick for all of the national ranking platform. They all people don't look at the other rankings and say, well, what do they have them ranked? They say, well, ESPN got them too low or they got them too high. That's the first bullets go towards them. Austin Gooseby is from Melissa High School, 6'4". He's ranked number 19 in the country.
Okay.
Right. Another kid who had a super summer, Bryson Howard, he's ranked number 20. Then of course, Monty's son, Elijah Williams, is number 22. So that range, that's the top three Texas-based players is within 19, 20, and number 22. That's all the same range. Right? But that range isn't, we used to having somebody in Texas a little bit, been spoiled. Don't get it twisted now, 2027. And of course, mind you, because we talked about this a couple of weeks ago. And it goes from 19, 20, then 22, and the next highest ranked player is at number 40. And that's a kid who was, last time we talked about it, he was like number 98 in the last list. And that's Aziz Olajuwon. So they've jumped him all the way up 50 some odd slots to number 40. Then Bo Otgen is number 42. Davion Atkins, the big fella, is number 46. Christian Gibson drops down to number 58. Dakari Spear at number 60 and Trent Perry at 77. So that's a total of like 9 players from Texas that are ranked among the top 100 seniors, according to ESPN. The 11th grade class, they don't do a top 100 on ESPN. They do like a top 60. So among those top 60, Texas appears to be in very, very good shape. The number 1 player, Marcus Spears Jr. Number 6, Ryan Hampton. These two guys play year-round together.
So they 1 and 6.
1 and 6.
Okay.
They play year-round together. So that means as one drop, the other one going to drop. As one ride, they're in great shape. You know what I'm saying? Like when they lose, when one lose a game, they say, well, he didn't win this. Well, the other one didn't win this either. So but at the same time, they complement each other good on their court.
Okay.
And number 9, Beckham Black, who's still lives, of course, in Duncanville. Well, he's moved. He's in Orlando, but you guys know you still get squatters' rights to Beckham Black out of DFW, as that's where he's been his whole life for his stepdad taking the head coaching job of the Southeast Prep in Florida, just outside of Orlando. He's number 9. Number 14, Dawson Batty, another big fella, and he's at number 14. And there's no other player from Texas to number 44. That's Reese Austin, that's an uptick. It's not like he wasn't number 20 at 44. He was unranked to 44. So he's in good.
That's good. Yeah. Okay, I like that.
Some players, when they're ranked, you want to know if it's on the uptick or the downtick, because it has different. You have a different understanding.
He got an arrow. He got an arrow going up.
What? Oh, he got an arrow on him?
No, I'm just saying if he wasn't.
Oh, on some of the yeah.
No, but if he wasn't ranked at all, and then now he got up 44, he got to be going up.
Yeah, but then on ESPN you have no way of knowing.
Okay.
Because they don't have arrows like some of the other.
I got you.
National sites do.
Okay.
All right. But at the same time, that means Reese is still deemed a 4-star.
So who's a 4-star?
They have Reese deemed as a 4-star right now.
Okay.
That's going to change. This is 11th grade. Going into the 11th grade year. He just got to keep doing what he's doing. Trust me. It's going to pan itself out.
Mm-hmm.
But my thing is, that's only 5 of the top 60 from the state of Texas. However, we're heavy. We're owning that top 10, 3 in the top 10.
Okay.
Right? 4 in the top 15. So Texas is back in regards to that.
Okay.
Here's what I want to tell you guys something. On that senior class on ESPN, we always point this out, Heather. That's why I say for you small people. There's only 3 players out of the top 100 that's listed under 6 foot tall. I say it again. Only 3 players out of the top 100 that are listed in the height category under 6 feet tall. Only 3. I go further. Out of the top 100 on the ESPN poll, 81 of the top 100, 81 stands 6'4" or taller. That's only 19 players out of that 100 that ain't 6'4". So a lot of times, certain people, that's what they're taught. They use what they call measurables. They use that. So if some people will be prejudiced towards you if you ain't a certain height when it comes to recruiting in basketball.
Yeah.
Just trying to give you guys some of the game.
Yeah.
And that is what it is.
Yeah.
And it's a stereotype that has been broken here.
Basketball players are usually big. A coach told me, I'm gonna help you out. A coach told me, Rob, if I want to build a big house, I'm gonna go get the biggest instrument I can build. I'm not finna go get a little hammer when I need a bulldozer. I'm gonna get the biggest thing I can. I said, oh, makes a lot of sense. But keep going, Jim. I like that.
So this is what you understand. So understand what you're getting out of it. Mind you, this is a national plane. And this is a 12th graders. This is their last lap around the track. I can go and supply the numbers for the 11th graders, but mind you, they got a whole nother year. And some of those kids, many of them going to grow a little bit, if not a lot bit, over the next year from the 11th grade class. That 11th grade class, how those numbers look, there's 14 of the 60 are listed under 6 foot tall. That seems like a lot. But out of that 14, maybe 10 of those are listed at 5'11". So you think over next year that them 5'11s ain't gonna turn into 6 foot or 6'1" or 6'2"? Now out of that whole 60, 37 are over 6 foot tall, 6'4" in the 11th grade class. So that's over half of them are over 6'4" tall. So this is giving you guys, let you understand something. Like when people looking, well, they looking at my kid bust his butt, your kid 5'6", and this guy said, stop that. He's going to get more favor more times than not. The taller kid is going to get the more benefit of doubt, because when you approach these rankings, I can speak on this. I've done that stuff for over 2 decades straight, year round, consistently, at least 4 times a year. And so a lot of times what I learned is that a lot of people don't know or don't understand what the different platforms are using in their ingredients of the ranking these kids. Some are projecting.
Okay.
That's for
Yeah.
many of the national platforms. I can defend them because I've spoken with many of them. And the main ingredient is trajectory, is heavy in there. But they're projecting them to be because once ESPN and get to the 12th grade and those kids graduate, finish their season, that top 100 list is going to change one more time right before the McDonald's game. It never fails. Maybe the day or the week before the McDonald's game of those 12th grade year, that would be that last one that counts. And then they'll refine it. And once they refine it at the end, that list ain't gonna never be changed. So ESPN don't want you guys to come back and say they had this kid ranked number 1 and he was number 70 or nothing ranked at all, and he ends up being freshman of the year in college. So it's the trajectory on this stuff. It matters to a lot of people. When I myself did the rankings list, remember I said, for those that didn't understand, I came into the business. Remember, my mom was a school teacher for 37 years. My mother taught Robert Parrish in the 1st grade up in Shreveport, Louisiana. And one of the things I look at, my mom used to grade papers, and I would look at it. To me, the logic was nobody taught me or nobody gave me the hint and say, hey, young blood, when you do these rankings, you want to look at the trajectory. Hell, at the time I started doing this stuff, I did not know what it took to be a pro. I did not know what it took to be a pro. We saw pro, we watched it, but I didn't know the transition of, okay, if you're doing this at this age and this can translate over college baskets, later you learn that type of stuff, that type of jargon, but you don't know that if you're starting with nobody's guiding you or tutoring you through this process. So I was like, guys, only thing I knew would make common sense. Let's grade them on what they did the past 6 weeks or the past 9 weeks. And you get a report card. In grade school, they don't look at the kids sitting on the front of the class, little smart Albert, and say, Albert, you're a genius. Let me just give you straight A's for the next 6 weeks. He had to take tests. So that's why I thought that was the way everybody did it. I'm telling you, because it wasn't that many rankings out there. You had Clark Francis, Hoop Scoop, ESPN didn't do rankings back then when I started doing this stuff. You had a couple of the portals. Prep Spotlight did rankings, national. I mean, so that was the thing. So I'm telling you guys this so you understand. Start asking the people what goes into their rankings. And a lot of people, let me tell you this. The guys that do these rankings, a lot of y'all need to be strong enough to stand on it. Stand on what you putting out there.
But
or at least
don't they really stand? I mean, because I don't get.
No, a lot of them kind of run from it. A lot of them run.
Oh, they run. See, I don't
And
know.
the one on that run, I defend them. A lot of people run because they see or they suspect that you're trying to be vile or trying to hold court in the middle of the room. That ain't the place to hold court. You're trying to embarrass them in the middle of the room and want them and so they respond by just avoiding you. I get that. That's defending them. But understand something. Ask them. Write an email. I just want to understand something. What are the ingredients? Because
what's the criteria?
Tell you.
What are the criteria?
Huh? Yes, because here's what some people tell you guys. Come to my event, all right? I want to see him play. Or I need to see him play because my ranking's about to come out. Okay. Then if you see him, he come to your event. Then you say, well, a month later, hey, bring the team. I need to see little Johnny play. So you tell the other coach, I need to see him play. I want to check him out. Then you tell another coach, hey, a college coach asked about him, so I need to look at him one more time. How many damn times you got to look at the kid for you understand either he is or he ain't? And that's what I'm saying. So sometimes it ain't. Then it's one of those things. It's like a jukebox. Rankings for some people are like a jukebox. Remember this. Meaning, the only way you're going to be able to dance, hear the music and the dance, is if you put a quarter in it. You got to flick a quarter in the jukebox. And that's what's for the rankings for some. It's going to play music for you, and some music will make you want to dance. But if your ass ain't putting no quarter in the jukebox, it's quiet in the room. So I'll leave you guys there. You guys get what I'm saying.
Wait a minute. What do you mean by put? So the people got to put the quarter in the jukebox?
Yeah. If you want to dance, if you want some music, you want to play your song. You want to play your song, you want to put a quarter in the jukebox. That's how some rankings portals are.
Do you realize what you're saying?
Yeah. I'm realizing I'm transitioning myself out of the business. Yes, people, yes. You got to put a quarter in the jukebox. Wow. And the thing when it happen now, there's a select group of parents out there who speak to each other, who because some people are crazy enough and not understand. Everybody don't have certain types of street sense, and they'll go and they allow people to keep the receipts. Back in the old days, you want to talk dirty, you got to meet them in person, and meet somewhere where you want to meet at, and that way now you figure ain't nobody taping you, or ain't nobody got your text messages, and they can go and put them out somewhere. I'm just saying, be smarter, because these people gonna use your text messages against you and make the other parents say, see, look, my little Johnny, he'll take a quarter. He'll play your song. I know that jukebox might only play some hip hop, but they got some rock and roll in that jukebox. Just put 2 quarters in there, matter of fact.
Is it a guarantee they gonna play your song when I get them money?
It's a guarantee that they gonna play a song that cater to you. Now, will you be able to dance? That's the question. They might play that artist that you want, but they might not be playing. It might be a sad song that they playing. And I'm not saying this, let me get a full disclaimer on this. I'm not saying this trying to educate you guys. And some of you guys I know sometimes certain sermons, if you go into and listen to the sermon, it'll sound like they're talking about somebody that you know. This ain't one of those sermons. This was a generic speech, and I'm telling you guys that people know. So it ain't an attack on no person. It's an attack on for people to have an understanding of what's going on when it comes to the rankings process. That's all, more so. So if you shoot up in the air and a bird fall, I wasn't shooting at the damn bird. It's just New Year's Eve. And I happen to be finding off in the daylight. That's all. So hope you guys understand that. And
I like that. I'm with that.
And we got to get ready to get on up out of here late. I got man, I gotta go.
You gotta go.
I gotta go do some. I gotta go find a damn. Find a washing machine. Ooh. My washing machine keep resetting itself. I don't know it's resetting itself. Well, I did. I figured. I thought it was. But if you cut the washing machine on, Most time you leave.
Hit me when you get off the phone. I got
washing machine.
Yeah.
And that thing, my water bill, the people send me a letter in the mail. They say, hey, before you open your water bill, we're gonna tell you right now, boss. They say it could possibly indicate. They say it could possibly indicate a leak or a break in the water line. Please check all your. They told me in the letter. They say, look, we suggest you put 10 drops of food coloring in the toilets, and wait 15 minutes. And if the bowl turns that color, then you got a leak in your pipes. And I went and got that food cutter last night, boy, and put it in there this morning. Ain't no leak in the pipes, so it had to be the washing machine. Come to find that washing machine.
Jimmy, what is middle school elite?
A ranking service.
Oh, that's a ranking service called middle school elite?
Yeah. I mean, and they don't have to do, that's what I'm saying. But
and they require parents to pay them to have the kid ranked?
My thing is, see, sometimes parents believe, you got to realize, if they pay, it's gonna help the self-esteem of their kids. It's gonna give them street cred at school, right? Among a certain select circle of people. And then, but at the end of the day, the parent don't care how this thing might turn out. They don't care about that, which they're supposed to. He's gonna be double down depressed when that early rank doesn't keep going up. At some point, it has to either settle or go down to where the range where he needs to be. And when that happens, it's going to be people that was riding the bench that's going to be getting recruited higher than your son in the 12th grade.
That happens a lot.
That's when these kids start popping them pills more. They start taking them gummies more.
I don't think they do that, Jimmy.
Huh?
I'm not receiving that. You got to show me. You got to show me an instant where a kid doing.
Okay. When most people get depressed, most people, what do? They lean on something before they have to go to counseling. Before there's an intervention or something made, they lean on something to
These
get them
kids
out
stronger
of that
than you think. These kids stronger than you think. They ain't going crazy because of the basketball. They going crazy over something else. It ain't about no basketball. Being ranked.
No, it ain't necessarily basketball. It's whenever something is promised and you thought you were something of status, and then people ridicule you.
Guess what, Jimmy? Every kid in America, that's gonna happen to. In whatever sector you in the world. I mean these kids are stronger than you think.
But if you as a parent contribute to the process of tricking your kid into believing,
the parent ain't tricking the kid. The parent might not know.
Yeah, maybe not. But then guess what? As I'm getting more intel on this stuff, parents are the one who knows the underground market of who to go and buy. That's what I'm saying. So if you know it, that means you talk to another parent. Another parent told you, hey man, just give him this. Give him this, he got you. And so that means now you're going to try it that way.
I'm trying to get the information out here. This is correct. Forget all the parent. That stuff might not work, parents. That stuff don't work that good, man. You got to get in the gym. You can't, contrary to what people talking about, you got to pay. When somebody tell me I got to pay to get, man, that drives my kid. I come tell my kid, look, hey man, these dudes think I got to pay you. I never forget. I told y'all, we was at a workout. With me and my son, we were working out, and then Jimmy, we left, and I had to go to the ATM to come bring the dudes the cash back. Robert said, "Why are you bringing them some money?" I said, "I'm paying him to work you out." He said, "You paying him? He ain't never coming here no more. I'd rather you work me out than him, and you paying him that kind of money." Y'all, you don't have to pay, y'all. I'm just telling you, you parents, you do not have to pay these people, man. You just got to get your kid in the gym. If he plan on playing this game a long time and playing it at a high level, you got to go to the proper steps. And it's not paying a dude to rank him. The man got to get good enough, because it's going to come a time that what? He gonna have to make that varsity team. Them rankings ain't gonna make him. What you just said, Jimmy? The guy, somebody off the bench gonna run past. They get spend your money wisely, parents, and not paying these people out here to talk about your kid and video your kid. That come on, man. No. Y'all got to cut that out. Y'all got to cut that out. But cause it don't, cause Jimmy, it's not guaranteed. You can spend that. Get what's guaranteed if he get in that gym. He might be able. It's not guaranteed, but he might be able to beat somebody else out. That's all.
Man, a lot of the time, like I said, people know people that's paying. A lot of people that's paying now. There's enough sample size out there for them to do their homework. They know what they're doing.
Okay, Jim, I got one for you. I got one for you for tomorrow. I'm gonna shoot it right here. And she said, "Can you talk next time about rankings, the rankings list, and how that translates to college and the NBA?" We'll talk about that tomorrow. I got it.
Yeah, let's book that, man. It's a show thing. See you guys, but now it's time to slide down Dino's back and yabba dabba do this thing and go find me a washing machine.
Go do your thing. All right. Bye, boy.
Hey, man, $650 water bill. You got to be crazy. Ain't but 2 people live in the house. Yeah. $650.
We'll see you tomorrow. All right. Wait a minute. He said, before you leave, a quick opinion on. Hold on. Let me take this picture too, cause we out of here, man. You should have can't be coming on.
Rod Wells talking about the first place Astros. Rod Wells, tell me how Seattle doing.
How's Seattle doing?
We'll see y'all tomorrow.